Well, good morning from our day. I want to say 1:55, but I could be wrong. It's somewhere around in there. So we are packing up here at the shelter this morning. We slept well last night. Got to bed about 8. I'd love to get to bed earlier than that, which just seems really odd, but I do. Anyway, we're getting our gear together and getting sacked up for the day. We're not sure how far we're going today. We've either got like a 12.5 or a 22, and we're going to set our sights on the 22. If we have to bail at 12.5, it is what it is. We're starting to hit some pretty serious elevation. As you know from yesterday, we both struggled in our hike yesterday because we started out in the rain. We started out behind, and it was a slow day yesterday. It was a hard day. That climb up Killington was 2,000 feet, and it just was a tail kicker. If we do the 22 or 20, whatever it is, it's almost 5,500 feet climb over the day. That would be our best option. And we'll just have to sort of see how it goes. We'll have to make our decision at 12 miles and a half. And we'll just gauge and see what time we get there, see how things go, and kind of play it by ear. And we'll make the best day we can make. So we appreciate you joining us today, and we'll show you the sights as we get up the trail. Well, not an AT shelter, but we're on the AT in a campground. We stopped down at an empty campsite just to have our snack this morning, and we're going to move on up. We're trying to decide if we're going to do 7 more miles or 11 more miles. We'll see what happens when we get to the 7 and play it by ear. The 11 would situate us better for the next day. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. 2 creeks. The second spot is a creek that somebody had commented there's some stealth spots that we could use, so we'll keep an eye for that and we can see what happens. But right now we're walking down a road through the middle of a campground, the state park. Well, here's a cascade. We're crossing a bridge right beside a Kent Pond. Excuse me, I think I've got room for this filming to get past me, but I wanted to be sure and show you this. This is one of those where I've already recorded the video and realized I forgot to press record. So anyway, nice little pond right down there, or pool. And then we've got the bridge in Hawkeye. There's Hawkeye. And then it goes on out this way into Kent Pond. It kind of comes into a little pool down there and then just kind of flows on in. So beautiful little area right here. We're going to keep hiking and we'll see you shortly. Well, here's a side look at Kent Pond. It's more like a small lake, but it's pretty big. Very gorgeous. We're going to be hiking along it for a minute up through the woods, and then at some point we're going to go uphill today pretty substantially, and trying to get my head right for that. You know how well I do with the uphills, and we're reaching a part of the trail where we're going to have to plan our days based on elevation instead of mileage. And we can only do what we can do, and if we've got a day it's got several thousand feet of elevation gain, that may be, maybe what we have to do. Oop, caught a root right there. Got some folks kayaking down here. I'm not going to show them on the camera, but very calm, peaceful little lake right there. Anyway, I'm trying to stay out of my head to realize, hey, we're less than 500 miles from the end. And this is where the mental game starts, really, going into Vermont here in a few days. Because we know it's going to be steep, we know it's going to be rocky, and we can do it. It's just we're going to have to do it in smaller chunks than we've been doing, so we just have to make sure that we're mentally prepared for that. And we're keeping on. This is a place called Meadows, just off the state park, still on the lake, or pond or whatever. Nice little place up here. Probably a private residence that I shouldn't be videoing, but it's beautiful and they've done a good job to take care of it. So I wanted to show their handiwork. And now we're going to tuck back down into the woods and hike some more. Alrighty, so this is Thundering Falls. Probably one of the best waterfalls we've seen in a long, long time. Coming down the mountain here and going up and over. And I don't know what to make of these structures down here, whether those are residences perhaps or what. But nice little viewing area here, and Nice little water feature here on the trail today. We've got a little bit of a boardwalk coming off the falls today. And then I'm looking ahead of me over here, and I'm seeing that. I'm figuring somewhere we're probably going to wind up on that. Not excited, but it is what it is, and we'll make the best of it. But beautiful down here anyway. All right, so we're coming through a power line right of way right here. I'm gonna try to keep you in the frame here and show you what, oops, I just didn't, sorry. I should have waited to zoom in. All right, so beyond the telephone pole, or the power pole, that is Killington. That's where we were yesterday. Oh yeah, right there's the peak of it too. Yep. To the far right up there with the towers on it. That's where I was yesterday. Cool. Up here. You can see all the slopes there. Really kind of cool. Gavin said it makes him feel a little bit better about the climb we did yesterday. Yeah, that's a pretty steep one. All right, here's the Stony Brook Shelter Blue Blaze. I believe we'll take this. And, oh cool, we have a bear box right here to the left. That's nice. Yeah. So that's good. And I don't think it's too far off the trail. No, I think I see it through the woods there. Yep, I hear some people there. But in theory, this will be home for the night. And we should have good water. There should be a privy somewhere. Should be a good day. So anyway, here we go. Well, thank you for joining us today. We are at the Stony Brook Shelter. As you can see, we've got all our sweat-soaked clothing hung up and trying to get it dried here tonight. We've had our supper. Right now, we're the only people here. I don't know whether there's other folks coming or not. Who knows? But the shelter's not far off the trail. And there's a good water source about 1/10 of a mile down on the trail, and we're all set. So we're going to try to get to bed early tonight, get up tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do to move forward tomorrow. But thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you first thing in the morning.